Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is Dylan. We are back here with another Madden video. Now today what I got for y'all is my kind of updated Madden 22 wish list. I did drop a video a little bit ago on this, but that was mostly to do with gameplay. A lot of the things I'm going to cover in today, like I'm going to go like one by one of each of like the sections in the menu, and then also talk about some gameplay stuff too. The main point of this, I just really want to hear what y'all think too. I dropped a YouTube short, a TikTok on this too, got a lot of comments on that, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do more than say like a 30-second video on what I think needs to be in the game. Let me know down in the comments if you do agree with me or disagree with me. Now, if you are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead, leave a like on this video, and also subscribe if you are new. I do have daily Madden content on the channel, and I'd love to hit 2K subscribers before Madden 22, so I greatly appreciate it if you are new, you hit that sub button now. Like I said, we're just going to go in order. First one being franchise. Well, obviously, you know, there's certain features like, you know, like the trades or whatever, right, need to be better, you know, the AI, whatever, right? Well, what I would really like from franchise is just kind of, I think a better sim. Like, it feels like I've been doing like speed rebuilds and just like simming stuff, and it's been pretty fun, but I feel like the most important position on your team is like slot wide receiver. Like, this dude right here will always like lead your team in catches, I swear. I think like the stats, they don't really add up a lot in my opinion, and you know, you get things like Hunter Renfrow, best wide receiver, you know, which Hunter Renfrow, solid dude, but I don't think he's gonna win best wide receiver ever in his career, and if he does, kudos to him. Yeah, I just think the sim is really messed up. I also think I would like to see something like the breakout scenarios, right? Like maybe something like that happens every single week, and like it's not like, okay, this dude is kind of hurt, do you want to start him or do you want to sit him? No, like you have to do this, or something bad will happen, you know, like just something like, I don't know, I feel like it just gets boring after one season. Like, breakout scenarios are cool, like, okay, this dude could do this in the game, right? Like, you get him up a dev trait, but I feel like there just needs to be more stuff that happens, and overall just make it like an NFL experience, like in a season, like randomness happen, right? You get unlucky, like make it kind of fun, like stuff like that. I don't know, that's just something that I think would be cool, just because it could add like just a lot, like it could make it a lot more fun. I know there are other issues with franchise, but that was really the main thing that I wanted to say, just kind of like more of those like breakout scenarios, more stuff for us to do in the game mode. Like, it just gets really boring. Ultimate team I'm actually gonna say for last, I'm not gonna lie. Now, exhibition, aka regular teams, this is gonna be super quick. I don't think you should need gunslinger to pass, which is again gameplay thing. I also don't think your defenders should not react to balls because of, say, like said gunslinger ability, right? Like, the Packers are the best team in regs because Aaron Rodgers basically, like, I don't want to say he glitches out your zones, but he's able to throw like right at you with no penalty, and it just overall makes for a frustrating experience, especially on defense, because you can make the perfect play call and it just doesn't matter. And moving on, face of the franchise, I honestly haven't played this, but I mean, career mode, obviously, like a lot of people are saying this needs to be better. I would like to see something like maybe you get your own creative player in MUT, which might be really unbalanced, and EA might screw it up, but it's just something, you know. And then I honestly believe Superstar KO should just be taken out the game. I don't see the need for this, because the next one, the yard was like so underwhelming. Like, this could have been like one of the best features in the game. What I think needs to happen is more kind of, I don't know, like the servers were trash at the beginning of the year for this. They were god awful. More things to grind in this game, right? Like, if you're really good at the yard or something, right, maybe you get like a bunch of ultimate team coins as well. Maybe you get ultimate team coins per game. Maybe, you know, I don't really know how to make it, like, I don't know, like when you're playing like COD or something, right? Like, there's always something to grind, like, right, like you can grind gun levels, you can go ahead, you can grind your own level, you know what I mean? And then you have satisfaction like getting Warzone wins and stuff like that as well. But the yard, it's just kind of like, what happens if you win a yard game, right? What happens? Nothing. Like, it just like, okay, cool, you won the game. Like, I get it, it's supposed to be a fun experience, but I also think it should be rewarding somewhat too. That was pretty much like all the other things besides Ultimate Team. Now, I have covered this before, but I kind of want to explain my thought process throughout. Now, right here, I'm rocking an Ohio State theme team, but I think that sprinter and power-up should be taken out the game. Now, let me explain why. So, this is kind of what I'm talking about with the power-ups. I was trying to find an example. Now, you got Julio Jones right here, right? Budget player, you know, you could go ahead, probably get him up to this tier with power passes, use this training right here, get him up here really easy. Now, the jump from this spot right here to a 95 overall to this spot right here, where I believe he's a 98. I don't believe it's a 99 stock card. is basically 4 speed points. So if you go ahead back down to this tier, he'll be 93 speed. Now, it is a lot of training and it is a whole new card, but it doesn't really help budget players when you don't have like cards in between where, say, like there's a slot in between the 64k and this 10k that's maybe like 20k training, and he's 96 speed. Now that would help budget players out a lot, you know what I mean? Because 98 speed is definitely kind of like in the realm of usable, but you'll see like 93 speed, that's not really usable, and that doesn't really help budget players out. So I think this should just be taken out the game. I don't see the benefit for budget players. I don't see the benefit of like training and stuff, and they won't take it out. I know they won't take it out, but I just think they should. Now, a realistic thing is they could take out Sprinter. I don't think this is good for the game at all, because it really just makes it to where endgame happens so fast. Like, there's endgame cards, like when Deion Sanders, the 50 card dropped, that was an endgame card. You pretty much get +2 speed on every player. So Julio Jones right now, right, on a non-theme team is 97 speed. Now, if you take this card right here, he is 97 speed with a power-up. So take power-ups out, take Sprinter out, he won't be 99 speed, he would be 96 speed right now. Now, Julio Jones, I think, is definitely top-end receiver in the game. And then if we take a look at a card that's really cheap right now, 125k, Jalen Waddle, 99 speed stock on him. You don't think if there was no Sprinter, no like power-ups, this card wouldn't be a lot more valuable? You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what I'm saying. Like, it will add value to some cards, and it will also just make other cards just like need an upgrade and make it to where the game is fresh all year round, right? So like Julio Jones doesn't need an upgrade for the rest of the year. He doesn't. Maybe if he gets a golden ticket, sure, he'd be really, really good, but he doesn't need an upgrade because we have these other things that make him 99 speed and reach all these thresholds. Now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna transition into gameplay. Now, the first thing is, all Madden head-to-head seasons should be in the game all year round. This should stay all year round. This is by far, I actually have fun playing Madden on this mode. All Pro is just like so, I hate it. All Pro is like the worst thing ever. It's so fluky, it's so random, it's just a terrible experience. Now, slightly before gameplay 2, I do think content needs to be a little bit better towards the end of the year. I know that Madden is kind of like dead right now. People basically think like no one's playing Madden right now, right? That's why we literally have content like 2 days of the week. We get weekly golden tickets, which next week might be the last week, and then we get legends, ultimate legends, which, you know, so 5 days of the week we're just here like nothing. So another big one besides just keeping all Madden head-to-head seasons is the fact that there is only 2 game modes right now. There's 2 game modes that you could really play with your ultimate team, right? And if we're being honest, both of these game modes are pretty much like Sweatfest, right? Like, everyone's just going to try to win, and it's going to be really, really sweaty. And for some people, that is not a fun experience. Now, there should be house rules all year round with very solid rewards. That is, again, something to grind. House rules all year round. There should also be another game mode. They're like, right, make all pro seasons or all Madden seasons something to where like it's different. It's different. It's not just you playing with your team. Say like I think GutFox had this idea a little while back, and I think MLB The Show does this, or even 2K Pro Am does this a little bit as well. So pretty much what you do, right, as you get up in your seasons, you get up in your rank, you win more games, your stadium, right, it fills up with more fans or something, right? And then you get certain banners or something for your customized stadium, something like that, to make it kind of where like, okay, every time I win a Super Bowl or something, I get a banner for my stadium, and it'd look like really, really cool, and it'd be awesome. And then you can kind of gauge like, oh my god, I'm playing someone with like 100 Super Bowl wins at the end of the year. Solo challenges, I think solo challenges are decent. I don't really see a whole lot of problem with them. I think they were rewarding this year, you know, with the whole rivals thing, canceling them halfway through and then like adding them back. That was a little weird, but other than that, pretty fine. Weekend League should be all Madden. Definitely should be all Madden. There's just no reason why this game mode is considered to be like competitive, but every single competitive thing in like MCS or any just random tournaments, right? It's all Madden. There's no reason why this shouldn't be all Madden. Now, squads need somewhat of an update, and right here, new roster update available, nice. But squads needs an update in the sense that the servers are actually awful awful, awful, awful. They're so bad. You lag out so many ways. And like right here, right, you see all my friends like online and stuff, right? I think I should just see like all my friends, period. And it should be an ABC order, alphabetical order. Would definitely solve a lot of problems just trying to play with like your friends and stuff, right? Like squads could be a really, really fun game mode, and I do have some enjoyment playing it sometimes, but honestly, I think squads needs to be updated on its own and make it to where some things aren't possible. Like there are some games where it's just like people run around your O-lineman, and it leads to a very frustrating experience where pretty much you have to have like one of your friends or something, right, like go ahead, block the AI and stuff, or not the AI but the person trying to run around your tackle, which it's a little bit inconsistent and stuff, and it's just not fun when it's like that. And also Mutt Draft could be, oh my god, Mutt Draft could be the best game mode. I'm not gonna lie to you. Mutt Draft could literally be the best game mode in the game. What do they need to do? I think they need to make it to like BR in MLB. It should 1000% be like BR in MLB. You draft your team, you gotta go like 6-0, I guess it's fine. 12-0 could be even better, and you get like unique rewards. Like say like at the beginning of the year, right, you get 88 overall Aaron Donald, right? Like the card that was like 100k or something if you go like a certain record in draft, and it's hard to do. Like that's the whole thing. Like make something to where like we have something to grind, right? Like, imagine you're watching a Twitch stream right now, right? And you know you see like the common like trying to go 25-0 in weekend league, right? But you don't really see, I don't know, trying to go 12-0 in draft, or like MLB streams, right? 12-0 in BR. That is a entertaining stream that is fun to watch. This could be such a good game mode, especially if they do the thing where that you don't need gunslinger to pass. Definitely could be one of the best game modes in the game. Next, we got to talk about abilities. Abilities need to be tuned so much. Like it's just like I could probably spend an hour on this topic, but the major things I think need to be tuned is O-line abilities. I've said this before. There's just there's too many O-line abilities. There's too many, because you would have to stack so many of these abilities to get an O-lineman that actually plays good, right? So you'd probably need secure protector, post up, and edge protector on your tackles to play like a good tackle, right? Now on your guards, you'd probably need post up, secure protector, and I don't know, maybe all day. All day could definitely be included with the edge protector on the tackle too. Like it's just like, it's way too many abilities. You need to just kind of make it to where this O-lineman is better at pass blocking or won't get insta-shedded, right? Just make it very simple. It's way too complicated. Abilities, obviously, I don't think gunslinger should be needed to pass the ball. It just shouldn't be needed, and that's pretn't much that. These mid-in, deep out, whatever you want to call them, I think they should go back to like post-flag elite, streak specialist. It was a lot more simpler, and you didn't really have to guess like, oh, is this ability gonna work on this route? And then short and elite, right? Short and elite became like the best one in the game. It's basically like route tech, which no one knew about, because short and elite, you would think it'd only activate on like drags and stuff like that, but nope, activates on a lot more. Also think wide receiver playmaker. Every single playmaker like this should be taken out of the game. It literally provides for zero skill gap. You can have the worst routes on the field possible, and then you just flick your right stick and that dude just teleports instantly, and it's just awful. This one might be a little bit, I don't want to say a hot take, but I honestly think D-line abilities should be taken out the game. D-line abilities just make for a more fluky experience, and I think they either need to balance them or give us a counter, like an O-line ability to counter all the pass rushing abilities. Like it's just like I said, so edge shred elite, right? You have that, you have edge protector to counter that on your tackle. Well, actually, edge shred elite actually can be edge protector. So like what's the counter? Oh, like secure protector, stuff like that. I don't know. It's just really like it's a bad experience for this. Linebackers should not need lurker to animate. They should just animate on their own. There's some throws you can throw on linebackers without lurker that are absolutely ridiculous. Now, I don't know if linebackers are the problem, but going back to play Madden 20, the difference between lurking on like a safety and stuff like that, you can play a lot shorter on these safeties this year, which I thought they fixed like pass trajectory this year. And really, you can basically lurk. I don't want to say like Madden 19, which basically like people were at the line of scrimmage lurking and stuff, but sometimes you get the same thing. Like you can be like 15 yards away with like Taylor Mays or something and get a pick, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if the problem is safeties just animate so good, or if it's linebackers animate so bad. I don't know what the problem is, because like I said, going back to play Madden 20, you had to like actually be on the receiver to lurk him. Like you can be like 5 yards off and get a pick. And then obviously like mid-zone knockout being 1 AP is kind of ridiculous as well. Activates on every zone. Definitely like inside deadeye too. Like those abilities right there, just there's no point in them. Like inside deadeye also shouldn't be a thing. I should probably mention that as well. Pretty much all the abilities that I want to talk about now. Actual gameplay. The things that I have the most problem with is inconsistency. That is the biggest thing. This is one that I think should be obvious, but if I have all the thresholds for wide receiver, right, like he's a perfect wide receiver, and you run man coverage, the same route should beat man coverage every single time. It shouldn't be like, oh well, one play he plays it like this. And I know like you can shade different ways and stuff like that, but I'm just saying like in general, straight up man-to-man coverage. You shade this way, whatever. Man beating route should beat man. Like, right, it's pretty simple, right? Like just make it consistent. I think when the quarterback rolls out to throw a corner route, your zone shouldn't drop. And like I said, they shouldn't chase after the quarterback, right? Like that's common sense. We all know that. All know that's a problem in the game. They still do it. It was an issue last year, still an issue this year. Definitely hope they can fix it in 22. Also think click-ons need to be better. Click-ons, oh man, I don't think they'll get better, so I probably won't even spend too much time on that, but just click you onto the nearest defender every single time. Like, don't make it a guessing game. Like, there was many times where I was playing right, and I'd click the circle button to click onto someone, and just click me onto someone random, not even near the ball, and I can't make a play. I think the issue where, you know, you send someone, it should be your QB spy, but it sends, like, your freaking other zone. It's definitely, like, I don't know, it's just crazy sometimes. User rushing should be just out the game. User rushing shouldn't be in the game. It would make under center a lot better. This is kind of a big one. 146 and weak boxing. A lot of people want it out, like weak boxing stuff. I personally think weak boxing is kind of good for the game, because if not, 146 would literally just destroy everything. It's probably, like, first a shotgun set, the best run defense in the game. It's actually insane, and it might make some formations that some people like to use now even more unusable. There are probably like 3 usable formations in the game, so that pretty much brings me to the next point. Playbooks need to be updated so bad. Like, we got live playbooks this year, and they said this for the past 2 years. You know, we're committed to updating playbooks all year round. Did not update playbooks in Ultimate Team one time. The Patriots did get an update where they got heavy Patriots and some QB runs in their playbook. That would make the Patriots playbook even better than it already is, which I think is probably like a top 3, top 2 playbook in the game. And they just didn't update it. And I don't know why. I don't know what the reason is, but playbooks need an overhaul, because they're for example, right, gun doubles. There is not a full gun doubles in the game. There's some gun doubles that have, like, you know, like QB power, stuff like that, right? But they're missing some pass plays. And there's some gun doubles that have the pass plays, but they're missing like the QB power and stuff like that. Like, it's just like, if there was a full formation for like every single thing, there would be a lot more uniqueness online. There'd be a lot more stuff you can do. Yeah, that's pretty much been like everything that I wanted to talk about. Let me know if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I think I touched on abilities, kind of like, I don't know, I think I touched on abilities. D lineman, just send to, should just be out the game. 146, touching on that. Oh, lastly, almost forgot this one. Better sideline animation catches. I talked about it before, but when the ball just goes right through your receiver, it's just stupid, okay? It's just straight up dumb. That should not happen. Just make it more consistent. Maybe even bring back swerving from Madden 20. Definitely provide some of a skill gap, even though it doesn't look like real football, you know what I mean? Also, delete next gen, worst Madden ever. I don't care what no one says. Next gen Madden 21, the worst Madden I have ever played. So I just make it not like that. And I think if you fix current gen's issues, make it a more consistent game, this game would be a lot better. And it'd honestly be a good Madden. It'd be a good Madden if you just make the game more consistent gameplay wise. Now, for franchise people and stuff like that, obviously I think they are adding like a coaching carousel or something like that that was like leaked or something like that. So I hope you guys have a good experience on Madden 22 too. But other than that, man, that has been my thoughts and opinions. Like I said in the beginning, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And also, if you were new, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video, and also subscribe if you are new. But other than that, man, it has been your boy Dale, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.